Hello, everybody. Welcome to this special session and welcome to what I call Tech Club. I'm not sure yet if this is the name I'll keep, but it's the temporary name for now for an idea that I had recently. And I'm very, very happy to see already people who have joined, and I'm sure more will join shortly. This is all recorded. So I will definitely send out a recording of this if you want to review it later. And today I want to talk about this new experience that I call Tech Club. And I know that many have questions about it. It's starting very soon. In fact, it's starting this Wednesday, and I'm going to run it for the time being. I'm going to run it for 3 months, so that would be December, and then January and February. In December, the sessions are more close together, just because we are already in the middle of December. And in general, I'm going to do 4 sessions each month. So today I want to explain about this, answer any questions, of course. Let me just make sure I have the chat open in front of me. Yep. Okay, so if you have any questions, of course, you can write in the chat. So we'll get started, and I'll start with what is it? What is Tech Club? Well, it's an idea that I had, and those of you who have been with me for a while, or at least the past few months, then you know that I've done all kinds of trainings and all kinds of series. And when I do a series of trainings, usually it's a topic that I select. And I had this idea to ask all of you what you would like to learn, what you would like to discover, and especially what you would like to get out of these sessions. And I was very happy to see many different areas and different topics and subjects. And this is what brought me to this idea to actually start really a series which is really a collection of subjects, so that I can cover many different things. And before we go into what's going to be in December, I want to share with you what you have shared with me, and what when I sent out the survey, what I heard from you. And this is it's very interesting to look at, and it's given me many new ideas. But above all, I want to go back to my first introductory slide. Welcome to Tech Club. And my new phrase that I've started to use more and more is embrace technology with confidence. And it took me a while to understand what we are really doing here together. And I think this really sums it up. What I want everyone to get out of this is to really embrace technology, and to do it with confidence, and get confidence in using technology, and showing others technology, and not being really afraid of trying out new things. It could be in our smartphones or our computers, or all the new inventions that come out with AI, and really develop this exploration mindset of being very curious. And I'm very happy to see so many curious people. And I like to be around curious people, and I myself am very curious about many things. And sometimes they work great, sometimes they don't work, sometimes we don't understand something. And my goal is to make these things as understandable as possible. Sometimes I go into more technical explanations, and I try to make the technology be much better understood. If you've been with me in my AI series, for example, then I don't go too deeply, but I do explain what's behind this this idea of AI, and what happens behind the scenes. Same goes with other technologies. So this is what I had in mind, and I came out with this survey. And here is what I heard from you in response to the survey. I let people select many different topics, and it was mastering your smartphone, creating and editing photos. Don't worry if this is too small of a text, it's just to give you the general idea. The largest amount of responses I got was using AI tools like ChatGPT, and the 3 dots here is for, I think, for everyday tasks. So that it got a lot of interest. The second one, which surprised me, was backing up and organizing files and folders. And yes, people have asked me about it. And in fact, the whole idea about organizing and making space on your phones, on your desktop, this is going to be one of the topics next month. So this got a lot of interest. Others that got a lot of interest were everything that's to do with creative activities, so creating and editing photos and using the smartphone. This got a lot of interest, creating digital art. You'll see something else, which is part of what I'm covering in December, which got a lot of interest, is staying safe online and avoiding scams. And that's a very important topic, and I thought it was so important, and I added it to December. Now, I had some open-ended questions as well, and don't worry about the amount of text here, but I asked you what you wanted to be able to do and what you want to achieve from it. So I got things like editing photos and how to use the laptop and the phone, how to practice apps, organizing data, mastering prompts, backing up photos, not running out of storage, staying safe against scammers. I like the longer answers as well. I want to know more than just the basic uses of my phone. Okay, we once got a tutorial when we upgraded to a new phone, but it's no longer available. And there are all these things that are hidden in there. Okay, many different things and many different kinds of software to use. And also different things to do with it, what to achieve, creative skills, maintain contact and changing technology, many of about creative skills, creativity, learning new skills and creativity played a large part here. Okay, so yeah, that's excellent. Some of you have even written about making money from AI and earning money. I may touch upon that. It wasn't a huge request, but I may talk about that as well. So all of this led me to thinking and looking and analyzing the data, and decide that I want to give this new format a try, where we select specific topics and I cover each one of them in a separate session. And then each month we're going to look at different tools, different creative activities, different features of the phone, different apps, how to manage backup and storage and things of that nature, meaning how to better use our devices. So if you're here because you want to embrace technology and you want to use it for your own life, and you want to understand it better, and you want to either even show others and teach others and show your friends and family members and children and grandchildren, all of this we are going to do together, and I find it very exciting. Okay, so this is a bit of a long introduction, but it's important for me to share with you, why I'm doing this and why I'm excited about this. Okay, so now we're going to look at the four different topics that I selected for December. I will say this, I've already received both emails and WhatsApp messages with requests, and I love these requests. So definitely, if you want me to address a question or to pick a topic that wasn't mentioned or that is of a high priority for you, then definitely write to me, and I'm very happy to do that. And also here, if you have questions as I'm going through this, you can of course write in the chat. So let's look at the different topics in December and what we're going to cover and why these are very useful and important in my mind. So we have 4 dates in December. The 18th is the upcoming Wednesday. And then we have the following week on a Monday and a Thursday. I had a mistake putting on the Wednesday, which was Christmas Day, so it moved the day ahead. Okay, so thank you for who wrote me about it. And then on the 30th, our 4th session in December. In January, I'll have them more spread out over the month. And of course, everything like this session and like everything I do, everything is recorded. So if you can't make one of the sessions, then of course you'll have all the recordings once you enroll in this activity. Now, I know these are different topics. We are going to cover creating AI art with DALL-E 3. We're going to talk about staying safe online, a session about WhatsApp, new and unknown features, and then a session about creating music with AI. Now, you might be very interested in all of this, and you might be interested in just some of these. So I understand that I have to make a selection, and I cannot make everything interesting to everyone. But this brings me back to what I started with, which is curiosity. At least come with curiosity. What's possible there? You might say, okay, I'm not going to create music, but be curious. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised that there are certain things that can be done that you just didn't know of. So I invite you to arrive at this with a lot of curiosity. All right. So the first topic that I'm going to do my training on, which is the first session of this series, is creating images with DALL-E 3. DALL-E 3. Now, what is DALL-E 3? DALL-E 3 is the image engine. It's the AI image engine developed by OpenAI. OpenAI is the same company that developed ChatGPT. And they have developed also DALL-E 3. And it is used in many, many different places, and we'll look at how it works and what it does. It is available in many, many different places, and I'll show it in a second also on my screen. It's available within ChatGPT. So if you are using ChatGPT, even in the free version, it used to be that images were not available in the free version, but it's available in the free version and the paid version of ChatGPT. You can create images, and we'll take a look at how this works. And it's also completely made free by Microsoft. Now, Microsoft is one of the big investors in OpenAI, and they are allowing really unlimited use of DALL-E 3. Just you need to know where to find it. Some of you have already seen it in my previous trainings, and but it's possible to access DALL-E 3 in other places. So one is ChatGPT. One is what I already trained on, and we're going to look at that, which is the Bing Image Creator. And also Microsoft Designer, which is a tool I have not yet trained on. Okay, Microsoft Designer. I see there are some comments. Ravi, I see a comment. I'll read it in just a minute after we look at DALL-E 3. Okay, so let's switch over just for a minute to my browser, and I'll just share my screen. And some of you already know or are already familiar with the Bing Image Creator, or what I call Bing Create. You can go to bing.com, create, and you can create all kinds of images, beautiful images, and Each of them is created with a prompt, and of course we're going to prompting and so on. Now, there is a completely different system, which is the Microsoft Designer. The Microsoft Designer also is using DALL-E 3, and I'll show how to access it, and we'll go into it. It has more options. For example, you can choose sizes in the Microsoft Designer, and also there are many different options to create specific types of designs and specific types of graphics, which we'll go into. I won't cover this right now, but just want to show you the scope. And as an example of backgrounds, I'll show you something I've created that you might notice. This is something I created, and as potential backgrounds. And in fact, this background ended up being the background for my presentation. When I go back, you'll notice that I'm using this image. It's in the background. I've added some kind of filtering so that it's not so so loud, we can say. But this is a beautiful thing, and I did that with Microsoft Designer, of course, so that we can see it. Now, so we are going to cover both the Bing Image Creator and the Microsoft Designer. And the nice thing about the Microsoft Designer is that, in fact, once you have an image, you can actually edit it. And we're going to look at that as well. So if I click edit, there are many things that we can do to edit these creations. So it's a complete suite of editing tools, and it's completely free. All you need is a Microsoft account. So we're going to, of course, look at that. Now, in addition, we have ChatGPT. So this is an image I created in ChatGPT. And I said to ChatGPT, create an image inspired by Van Gogh. And over here, there are features that are sometimes less known. For example, I can edit, I can select parts of an image, and with the prompt, change the image. So there is editing functions in ChatGPT, which I'm going to go into. Very interesting, so that you can start with an image, and you can actually modify the image within it. So there are editing tools within ChatGPT, editing tools within the Microsoft Designer. Very different and very useful. So we're going to look at all of that, and that's all related to really one key tool, which is the DALL-E 3 engine. DALL-E 3 engine, like I said, it's available in ChatGPT, in the Bing Image Creator, in Microsoft Designer. We are going to discover both, as well as how to create great prompts. It's important to know how to prompt, and I'll give you a very useful model that we can work with, and also all kinds of effects that we can get with the prompts. And there are many new ideas that have developed. People are doing great things with prompts. We're going to talk about how to create realistic images and not just made up images or these cartoonish images. By the way, take a look at my slide. Now you will notice that the background is the same image that I showed you from before. I've just created a filter so that we can actually read the text. So like I said, we're going to discover how to edit within Microsoft Designer, how to edit within ChatGPT. Okay, before I move to the next topic, I'll read Ravi's comment. Good afternoon, Amir. I'm more interested in what I call prompt engineering. What I specifically want to do is use prompts in creating a website. What this website will set out to do is to host and present a whole spectrum of special interests, personal, book club, library, music, artwork, etc., everyone having their special interests. The prompt engineering workshops will culminate in making a website. perhaps where and how to host it. Amazing idea. Amazing idea. Definitely we can do this. Like I said, in these series, I pick different topics. So we might do something about prompt engineering. This is, Ravi, what you are asking here is not only prompt engineering, but really a bit of programming. And there are beautiful things that you can build with programming, including websites. And yeah, there are a lot of things that we can discuss regarding websites. And if someone else would like this type of content, then definitely let me know. I'll be happy to do it. So thank you, Ravi, for the question. Okay, the second session. Let me go back to the calendar for a second. So that would be next Monday, a week from today. And this is going to be staying safe online. Staying safe online. And I'll tell you that I've had in the past credit card information stolen from me. I've had fake or scam calls that I didn't recognize in time, and thankfully nothing major happened from them, but it's very unpleasant. And from my own experiences, I've learned a lot on how to stay safe. And beyond that, I've really studied the subject a lot, and I'm still learning more about it and how these scammers, these people operate. I'll give you an example that I received just a few days ago. I'm sure you've received similar emails, and it's an email saying that I had this PayPal transaction of my Norton antivirus probably subscription renewed. I paid $399.99 USD. It says. And it says, if you do not authorize this charge, if you do not authorize, you have 24 hours to cancel. Sure, I can give a call and say, okay, cancel it. If it's an error, cancel it. This is, of course, a very dangerous email. And I will explain what happens when someone calls these numbers. By the way, you can call the number. Nothing will happen if you call the number. But they have a protocol that they follow of how to interact with you and explain what to do there. They sound like people providing excellent customer service. And I will also give you a great resource of how you can actually listen to such calls and see how this is done. So this is beyond being interesting. It's something that we should look for. And there are definite ways to recognize when an email is unsafe. By the way, opening the email is not harmful, but acting on the email can be very harmful. So we're going to discuss how to recognize malicious emails. Very, very important. How to report these emails, what to do when you get these emails. It's definitely something that we want to fight against. We're going to discuss a topic that's called phishing, but that's phishing with a PH, phishing. This is how it's spelled. And phishing is a whole set of techniques for people to get from you your usernames and passwords to all kinds of websites, and they're done in very, very clever ways. I'll give you an example. This is an email just from a few days ago. Okay, they wrote to me an email from Facebook, from the Meta ads team, and It says, I hope your work is going well today. Would like to remind you again, in the previous one, we informed you that you use our trademark in your advertising campaign, and then I can click provide feedback, and it's going to take me, we're going to do this together. I'll show you what happens when I click, and they've made this look really, really, really authentic, and we should understand how these things work. Usually, at some point, they would ask for our details, and this is when we get in trouble. So we're going to really review this whole idea of just malicious emails, scammers, fraud, and this could cause and have caused people a lot of money and a lot of losses, and more than that. Okay, there are more serious frauds. We're going to look at AI-powered fraud and scam, and now AI is being used many times. When I speak about the hazards of AI, some people think AI is going to take over the world. I think this is not happening anyway, not anytime soon. But there are things that we must be aware of, because people can use AI to create very, very elaborate fraud. And today this happens with amazing technology that we have to create sound and voices, and we can clone our own voices, but it becomes a real problem if someone else clones our voice. And I'll show you some examples of voices that have been cloned, some very, very famous voices that have been cloned, and the next level, which is we're close to that level. Still some time to go, but we're close to having our images and videos cloned as well. So you can appear, or an image can appear of us as us speaking on video with our own voice without it being us. We should know that this is something that we should look out for. And this technology is going to become better and better. So we should be more and more aware. I'm not saying this to frighten anyone here. And definitely we can't spend our day just all the time worrying that someone is out there to get us. But at least we should be aware. And it's not only us being aware, it's helping others be aware and warning others when that happens. Okay, so that's our second topic. The third topic, okay, we're going back to fun mode now. Okay, after discussing the darker side. So our next topic is a lot of fun. And it's about WhatsApp, new and unknown features in WhatsApp. Right, I quite agree that before AI can take over the world, it will try and take over our bank account. Okay, it won't probably, but people using it may. Okay, sometimes these are referred to as bad actors. If you hear people speak about technology and AI, you'll hear this term from time to time, bad actors. It's people using AI, and some of it, many times it's to take over our bank account. Yes. So by the way, because of voice cloning, some banks have stopped using voice as an authentication mechanism, which makes sense. So the banks are spending huge amounts of research and money to prevent fraud, and they have this task really cut out for them. They have a lot of work to do because of the technology that's becoming very, very good. Okay, so like I said, the first session we're going to talk about images in DALL-E 3. Then we'll have a complete session about just being safe online, starting with our credit cards, and then understanding email scams and scammers in general, and AI. And then the third session is about new and unknown WhatsApp features. Okay, I'll show you some of these, and when we have our session together, then we're going to look at a few more. There are some amazing things that WhatsApp came out with, and if you are not using WhatsApp, so if you've joined here and you aren't using WhatsApp yet, then I really recommend having WhatsApp downloaded and installed. One of the best instant messaging apps that's available. It's being updated all the time. And one of the recent additions is new filtering options, which we're going to look at. We're accessing the most important messages, and I can already point you to it, but I'll show you really how to manage these filters. And in your chats, you'll see in WhatsApp on the top, you'll see all kinds of filters. And the nice thing is that you can arrange filters and you can add filters. So for example, this heart filter is a special filter that I added. And this filter is to show you either specific people or specific groups or specific types of messages. And once we use WhatsApp a lot and we get so many messages sent to us, sometimes it's hard to scroll and look for someone. It's sometimes hard to search for someone, but with these filters, we can really set it so that we can click and find people that we want to find very, very easily. So we'll look at that. Okay, there is a new draft option. Okay, it's a new option that was added. And this is how we create drafts of messages. Okay, then writes got to go. Okay, see you later. Thank you. And like I said, this is all recorded. If someone has to leave, then that's completely fine. We do have a few more minutes to spend just for me to show you what I have planned for everyone. So there is the draft mode. And there is something very, very unique that I'm going to show you, which is custom backgrounds. That's a lot of fun. You can you can change the WhatsApp background to different backgrounds. Here are two examples. So here I put a background with an image of a cake. In fact, you won't see it here, but I'll show you how you can actually have the image tilt when you are tilting your phone. And this is a different example, just the regular this type of WhatsApp doodle background, but it comes now in different colors, and you can change the colors, and you can there are more options there. So we're going to look at that. We're going to look at advanced privacy and disappearing messages and the hidden chats. So if you are interested in this whole safety and privacy, we're going to look at that as well, and a few more things that I'm planning that I haven't written in this presentation. But the idea is that WhatsApp is very, very useful, and also it can be very, very entertaining. So we want it to be more and more useful, and we also want to have a lot of fun with it. And this whole custom backgrounds adds another layer of fun to using WhatsApp. By the way, I will show this. I didn't train about this a lot, so I'll explain about that as well. But I will show it. What you see here is the video notes that WhatsApp has added. So we'll talk about that a little bit. So yeah, how to have more fun with WhatsApp and make it more useful, and also features that people just generally don't know about, which makes it such a great app to use. Okay, so we are nearly done. Okay, if you have more questions, please write it. The last thing that I'm going to show you is part of going into more creative tools, and I selected AI music. and this time it's creating AI music with Suno. Suno is not the only platform for creating AI music. Let me go and switch to Suno for a second just to show you how it looks. Some of you have seen it in the past, and this is one of my accounts in Suno. Hopefully, you'll be able to also hear. And this, for example, is something that I've created. If you remember, there was this Alan Turing video that I created that I shared with you. The audio was done in Suno. That was the audio. Now, on top of it, I added the narration, which was done with another app. Okay, so there are all kinds of examples that we'll go to. We'll look at lyrics. We'll look at music without lyrics. Some more additional options that Suno have added. We're going to look at the Explorer, where you can explore all kinds of music and all kinds of styles.
My heart's been broken.
Okay.
My love's been stolen.
Okay, that's all AI generated. This was not real country music. It was real country music, but AI generated. So we'll look at exploring. I'll explain about the different versions because Suno came out with a new version really recently. So there is a lot to explore with Suno. And like I said, my intention is really for you to come, to discover, to experience, and to really bring your curiosity to all of this. Let me go back to my presentation. Okay. So Robert writes, Suno is good. I've used it. Yeah, I've used it quite a lot. And yeah, I think it's one of the best platforms that's out there. There are a few more, and I may do further trainings on others. Okay, so these are the 4 topics that we have. And let me just go back to the calendar. So on the 18th, which is Wednesday, we start with AI art and DALL-E 3. And then on the 23rd, we're going to have our staying safe session. And then on the 26th, which is next Thursday, we'll discover the new and hidden features in WhatsApp. And then on the 30th, we're going to look at music. And by then, I will have my January schedule ready to share with you as well. Okay, now some of you have already joined me, and those who are interested, very, very simple. I'll explain how to join. So I've put the enrollment or registration links in my website, my homepage for the website. I'll go there in a second, but before I do that, I'll just explain what I wrote also in the emails. I always try to make this as affordable as possible. So what I've decided is that if you want to join in December, it's going to be an investment of £20 if you are in the UK. The equivalent is around $25 if you are in the US. I have people reading my emails and watching my videos and trainings from the UK, the US, and actually from other countries in the world. So if you go to the payment link, you can see your own currency there. But this is the investment. And then I've decided if you already want to join me for 3 months, then you get the 3rd month free. So you pay for only 2 months, but you get December and then both January and February. So that's the special bundle. So the 3 months is £40 or the equivalent $50 if you want to join. Now, I don't have a slide about it, but I will tell you this. If you really want to join, and I really want to make this accessible to everyone, and even this price is too high for you, or you are really constrained financially, you can email me. You can email me, And if you say, please, I have financial difficulties, but I still want to join, I'll happily open access for you. Okay, so feel free to do that if you really need it. I'd rather you join and tell me it's hard for me to pay, but I do want to join, and I will do that. So just email me and let me know, and I will address anyone who writes me. But otherwise, like I said, I believe and hope this is really a token investment for 4 sessions if you are signing up for 1 month, or 12 sessions if you are signing up for the 3 months. Now, online, if you go to my website, then you see my newly created image just from recently, which says embrace technology with confidence. Okay, so this was obviously created with AI, with my actual image. And then if you scroll, then you see the introduction to Tech Club, this calendar, and then it says registration to Tech Club is open. So either you click here for 1 month, or you click here for 3 months, and it'll take you to the payment page. Over here, there is a link to my YouTube and some other stuff. But generally, this is my main page. If you go to the main page on the top and just click the button on top, it'll take you right to these links. So very, very simple. Just go to main website. I can actually write it in the chat over here. Okay. So if you want to click from the chat, you can do that, and it'll take you to my website right away. Okay, so this is how it works. Let me put the link over here as well for you. Julie writes, I see many recipes on Facebook with photos that look a bit too perfect. Makes me think they are AI generated. Tend to avoid, but maybe they are good recipes. Yes, maybe. Well, there are some great recipe photographs, definitely, and just as an aside, regardless of the photo, many times it's easy to know if a recipe is worth investing in just by looking at reviews. I do it a lot. Sometimes the photo makes it a bit suspicious, and we want to look something that's more authentic and real. But there are so many amazing recipes online. So yeah, don't look for the AI ones. Look for the for the real authentic ones, and read what people are writing about them. And by the way, if you're looking for recipes and you love cooking, then social media has just amazing creators that are doing great tutorials and great recommendations. So that's a lot of fun. So yes, Julie, you are right. We see many things that look too perfect. When we go through our training about creating images, and also in later sessions, the more I go into realistic looking AI, you'll see that you can generate images that are very realistic and still don't look like AI. So they're even more realistic looking. And that's good to know, especially if we want to create images and we want them to look authentic, then there are ways to do that. All right, so this is what I have for you today, an overview of what we're going to cover and some background about this idea of Tech Club. So of course, I will be happy to meet everyone. We start this Wednesday. I'll leave the registration open for the next couple of days until we get started. So make sure to join in time. Don't wait for the last minute. And we're going to have a lot of fun together, a lot of discovering new things. By the way, I always discover new things when I prepare for these trainings, because as you know, the best way to learn something is to teach it. And I really recommend that anything that you learn, you teach others. You see, you'll get a much better understanding just by doing that. Okay, so let me close out of my presentation and say thank you to everyone who is here with me, and also anyone who is watching the recording, which I'll release as soon as I can. And I will see you very soon. Adrian writes, thanks, Amir. I've just registered for 3 months on Tech Lab. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you so much. Julie, I see you have registered as well, so thank you. And yes, exciting stuff ahead. So I will see you very soon. And of course, follow my emails and my YouTube videos, and I'm going to release a lot more of these as well. And I will see you very soon. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.